Anyway, I'm 47 years old, and all right, there's no. There's no. Nothing. 47 is not a year. Nothing happens. 18, you can vote. 21, you can drive. 47, you get to be out of breath. You get to just kind of stand there. And you know what I realize is taking a huge amount of my breath? It's this. This is demanding blood and oxygen from my system. Do you know that when you make fat inside of you, you also make vessels and things that feed it? And every breath you take, like a quarter of it goes to just this worthless shit. And this, I've had this so long, it's like a prosciutto now. It's just hardened, and it's this thing, and my blood, I can feel my heart like trying to feed it. Oh. Ah. My arm's like, could I get some blood ever? My heart's like, I can't do it, man. I got it. Fuck you, you're no help. All you do is jack them off and hold the remote. My heart and my arm are not friends. I don't care. I used to want to get in shape, and I'm so glad to let that go. It's a huge relief to forget about that. Because my whole life I've been like, I really should get in shape though. Like I should just start tomorrow and really work hard and do crunches. And then get really, come on. And the next day I'm like, I'm still not doing it. But sometime around last year, I was like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't want to do it. And I don't. My only goal for my health is this. I want to be healthy enough and in good enough shape that if you find out that I died, you ask what happened. That's all. When I die, I want you to wonder how I died. I don't want you to just go, yeah, well, sure he is. Yeah, of course he's dead. Of course he's dead. The only shock at this point is if you find, oh my God, he's still alive? Oh my God. Oh my God, how? I was on a plane once and there was 2 babies on the plane and other people. It wasn't just me and 2 babies. That would be weird. You're going somewhere, you get on the plane, there's just 2 babies. They're just standing there. Come on, we're leaving. He's the pilot baby. I'm the other baby. No, that's right. I'm not gonna get on the plane. No, you babies have a good flight. I'm gonna find another way to get there. I don't like the way this flight is starting. All right, here's the real story. I was on a plane. There were 2 babies on a plane. They were both crying. I don't think they knew each other. They just were both crying. I've been on a lot of planes with crying babies, and I started to wonder, is there a reason that babies cry in planes? And I looked it up. It turns out there is a specific reason why babies cry in airplanes, and it's because they're upset that gay people are getting married. Yeah. And I don't agree with them. I think if you're in love, you should do whatever you want. I don't think these babies should be trying to force their values on other people. But they don't get it. They're babies. They're being babies. I have 2 children, and they've both been babies on planes crying. I've held a crying baby on a plane more than once. And I see people get upset, and my sympathy for them is pretty marginal. Because when people are so selfish, when a baby starts to cry on your plane, you feel like that's happening to you. Like, this is gonna ruin my flight. Well, take a look at the parent. Because this is somebody who's holding a crying baby right on their own face. Okay, which means, by the way, they've been traveling with a baby all day. Which means, by the way, they have a baby. So their life isn't even good. They don't like anything. Nobody that has a baby likes anything anymore. They just walk around, okay, fine, shit. People like, it's beautiful, yeah, whatever, yes. Yeah. The only joy in a baby haver's life is when it's crying on a plane and it's now bothering other people. Yeah, you listen to this shit for a minute. Wah! I used to walk around the plane. Huh? Wah! What are you, 20 years old? Listen to this shit. Wah! People look at you when your baby's crying. They look right at you like, I fucking love it. I love it. I love when they do that. I'm like, hi. Yeah. I remember this one time, this businessmen are amazing because when they fly, they feel like the whole plane is their private plane that we all glommed on or something. This guy's reading the Wall Street Journal and my baby's crying, my baby's so upset. And the guy looks right at me, right in the face, like, Like, could ya? What? Oh, I'm sorry, is this bothering you? Let me just... You all just clap for a dead baby.
I would like to be a better person because I got kids and I want to, pass on a better, but sometimes it's not clear what the right thing is to do. Like one time I threw a candy wrapper on the street and I didn't do it like, yeah. I just, yeah, take that shit, street. I did it because I was, like shaking. I wanted the candy. Anyway, I was with a friend who said to me, you just littered on the street. Don't you care about the environment? And I thought about it and I said, you know what? This isn't the environment. This is New York City. This is not the environment. This is where people live. New York City is not the environment. New York City is a giant piece of litter. It's like the giantest, next to Mexico City, the shittiest piece of litter in the world. Just a pussy, runny, smoking, stinking piece of litter. So if you have a piece of litter, what are you supposed to do with it? You should throw it on the pile of litter. Because if you don't, if you put it in a receptacle, then it gets collected and it gets taken to a dump and a landfill and then it goes on a boat and it goes out and gets dumped in the ocean and some dolphin wears it as a hat on its face for 10 years. This hat that never dissolves on its face. Oh, Jesus.
Without any further ado, please welcome Louis C.K. Come on.
Thank you. Hello there. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour, and it's weird. It's weird what I do. Somebody asked me once if it takes confidence to. Nobody asked me, but I just want to talk about this. If it takes. It does take confidence to do this. It takes not a general confidence, but a specific kind, you know? There's lots of kinds of confidence. There's personal confidence. I don't have much of that. Personal confidence is like a man wearing white pants. That takes, you know, tremendous confidence and optimism, really. To leave the house in white pants like it's gonna be a great day. There's gonna be no puddles or pizza, nothing. I could never wear white pants because I'll get my period, first of all, I know that. Or diarrhea, more likely. That's really my period. Diarrhea. About once a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Better just get home. And don't make any big decisions today. It's true, don't make, if you have diarrhea, don't negotiate. It's a bad bargaining position. If I have diarrhea, you stand between me and the toilet, I'll sell you my house for 10 cents. So that's one kind of confidence. Here's another kind, moral confidence. Moral confidence, that means knowing that you would do the right thing, knowing that you wouldn't do something wrong. Moral confidence. You can have that in your daily life, because a lot of your days are the same. But what if you were in another time? I would love to believe, I feel confident that I would not have had slaves. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had any. Even if I lived in 17 whatever, in Virginia, and all my neighbors had slaves, I would have been like, you guys are dicks. I can say that, but it's easy to say that now, because you can't get no slaves. You just can't get any. That's why you don't have slaves. It's not because you're better than back then people. It's because they're not available. That's a huge contributing factor. It's not a decision you need to make every day, like you're crying your groceries, but oh, fuck, maybe I should, I don't know, I better not, but geez, it would be easier. Because they're not there. It's not like they have slaves at Home Depot. I mean, they kind of do. But, yeah. There are some forms of kind of slavery. You can get a Russian woman to do whatever you want because her family's hostage. That's one of them. But that's still temporary. I mean, you could adopt like a 12-year-old from Bangladesh and... I mean, really, he'll move into your house and do your laundry and suck your dick, whatever you want. But even he gets to leave when he's 18. Although, who wants them when they're that old? I'm just saying, excuse me. I'm just saying that slavery gets rebranded, but it doesn't really ever totally go away. I mean, it's been part of human history, going way back, slavery. Even the earliest civilizations in Mesopotamia, I don't know if I didn't go to college, I don't know anything. But the earliest images of human life already had the guys going, ugh, and the guy going, ah, how early did we come up with this? Like from the beginning of human existence, we evolved, through ideas. We were a scared, naked ape, and then we were like, make a fire, it's a good idea. Kill an animal and take his fur, it's a good idea. Plant things and then wait, it's a good idea. But really quickly we came up with, just make them fucking do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nothing. Make them fucking do it. That was like our third thing we did on Earth. So you can have confidence, but you got to be a little, I mean, there's things that people did in history that I wouldn't have done, for sure. Like, I wouldn't have made an Auschwitz. I wouldn't have done that. What am I going to do with an Auschwitz? Yeah, Auschwitz is not one of those where you're like, it was the times, you know? It was a horrible thing, obviously. Auschwitz, horrible. They killed people. They killed children. They killed little children in Auschwitz who could have grown up and moved to Brooklyn and hated black people, and they didn't get to do that. It's terrible. I know. I had a friend who's a comedian in England, and he made a joke about Auschwitz, and he got in a lot of trouble. It was a big shitstorm. And at one point, Auschwitz tweeted about his joke. It's true. It's a Auschwitz with a blue check. So it was like, oh, cool, it's really them, you know. And they tweeted like, that's not funny. Why is the death camp tweeting? Who's running the social accounts at Auschwitz? I got a summer job at Auschwitz. I'm running their Twitter.
But you know, you get older and some things you can't do anymore. Some things you don't want to do anymore. That's a nice change. You feel some desires fall away, new things make you happy. But some things don't change, and some things I'm sick of. Like the constant perverted sexual thoughts. I'm so tired of those. Just the constant, it makes me into an idiot. I'm jacking off to morons and then, look at my tits. Yeah, your tits are awesome. It's just a dumb part of life that I'm sick of. It's all day, too. It's just, you can't have a day. I just want to be a person in clothes walking in a store and I just want to go to a library and ask for, hi, ma'am, I'm looking for a book about early Abraham Lincoln, like when he was like, wrap your hair around my dick and oh, shit. I'm trying to talk to her. That's really a male problem. It's really a male problem not being able to control your constant sexual impulses. Women try to compete. They're like, well, I'm a pervert. You don't know. I have really sick sexual thoughts. No, you have no idea. You have no idea. Because, see, you get to have those thoughts. I have to have them. You're a tourist in sexual perversion. I'm a prisoner there. You're Jane Fonda on a tank. I'm John McCain in the hut. It's a nightmare. I can't lift my arms. And for, you know, men, sex is such a constant thing. It's not even sex to us. It's just pussy. That's what we call it. Pussy. It's such a, it has nothing to do with women. It's not about girls or chicks like it was in the 50s. There's no guys anywhere in the world saying, let's go meet some chicks and kiss them on the mouth and see what happens. There's none of that. I sure would like to have a girl, my arm around a girl. There's, Vanessa, I love, no, it's not. It's just pussy. Pussy. It's not even a pussy. It's not some people's pussies. It's just pussy. Like big pink balloon letters in front of our faces all the time. To men, it's just an element of the universe. Like it should be on the chart of the elements. Next to tin and ammonia. PY with an atomic weight of 12 or whatever pussy atoms weigh. The sad thing is that for all our obsession about sex and how much we love it, we suck at it. Men are terrible at sex. It never even occurs to us to do it well. Women just make sex great. Women are the good part of sex. They accept the dick with grace and they turn it into art. Or they climb on and they ride. They go for a ride. Men don't, we just climb on. Putting my dick in here. Put it in. Stuff it in. Fucking shove it. fuck when you're out of shape? You're like, oh shit, my stomach muscles are not strong. We're so bad at sex, and then we wonder why women aren't like really aggressive about sex. We think it's because they don't have as much desire as we do. That's how stupid men are. That we think they're just weird. Women are like fucked up in the head because they don't want to just fuck all the time. If I was a woman, I'd just fuck everybody. Why don't they want to fuck all the time? I do. Of course you do, because when you fuck, you get to fuck a woman. When she fucks, she has to fuck a guy. Wildly different experience. For a man, 100% of the time he's fucking a woman, it's the greatest thing that ever happened in his entire life. For a woman, about 40% of the time she's being fucked by a guy, she's thinking, I'll get over this in a week. It's not the worst thing. I'm not gonna cry this time. Another thing that proves how bad men are at sex is that after sex, you're looking at two very different people. The man just wants to lay there, be cool, and the woman, it wants to cuddle. Something that men love to make fun of women for. They always want to cuddle. It's so needy. I already fucked you. Just let me watch the game. You know, I'm so cool. I want to get up. What are you thinking about? Shut up. Leave me alone. Why is she so needy? She's not needy, you idiot. She's horny because you did nothing for her. You did absolutely nothing. Her pussy is on fire because it's gone unfucked completely. Of course you're fine. You climbed on and went and then rolled off. And she's on you because she's going, what? Something else has to happen. This is bullshit. If you fuck a woman well, she will leave you alone. Thanks a lot, buddy.
But I'm not motivated by the money to do a good show. I'm motivated by a responsibility to you because I don't know who's out there. Maybe there's somebody here who has more at stake than I do. Maybe there's a couple here on a first date. Maybe there's a guy here. I don't care if it's you. But I'm only interested in the hypothetical people. There might be a guy here who's been looking at this girl from across the thing they live at. I don't know. He sees her every day across the trench of blood that they live on each side of, and he sees her. And he's never had the guts to ask her out. He sees her, looks at her out the window, and she's putting out the laundry because it's Italy in the 1800s or something. And he looks at her. She's so beautiful. Unfortunately, that's where it's headed. That's the sad thing about being a guy, is that we can't have a beautiful thought about a woman that isn't followed by a disgusting thought. That's just the way that we're built. If you're a woman and a man has ever said anything romantic to you, it's because he left off the second part that would have made you vomit. That's just the way we are. Oh, she's an angel, and I want her to drown in my cum. That's just... That's just the way we are. We're designed that way. We have to be that way, because we have to fuck you, and that's kind of gross. There would stop being people if we weren't pigs a little bit. Because we have to get on top of you and fucking fuck you. You gotta be kind of a pig. Women get to be elegant during sex. They lay back and they pose and they just... Even aggressive women on top get to put their hair up and do a whole thing. But we just gotta climb on and... Like, we just gotta... That's why we gotta think that we gotta prosecute the pussy. That's the way we have to think. Get on the dick train, bitches! It's the kind of human being it takes to fuck another human being. Anyway, so the guy looking at her. It's a window here. It's just little stains of various ages on the wall. Little circles with dates in pencil. Like a kid's growth chart on a door jamb, but very different. He sees her every day and he never had the guts. Finally, he went up to her about 2 weeks ago. He got tickets to this show and he went up to, hey, Darlene, how you doing, man? I don't know why he talks like that, but whatever. He's, hey, Darlene. Sometimes he just makes noises in an accent without words. Hey, Darlene, you want to go sometime? She says, I don't know, Joey, I don't know, maybe they're singing. So she agrees to go. They get in his car, they drive and they go to that place and they get a thing that we all enjoy because it's local and gives a shit. And then, let's do this. You guys will like this. You know when you go to a diner, you know those old diners where you order breakfast and they take your order, they yell it to the kitchen, but they use like a code? You know those old diner codes? Well, I came up with my own code and it covers all breakfast foods. And I'd like to demonstrate it for you. But I need a little help from you. Just order breakfast, sir, all right? And when he orders his breakfast, I'll translate it to you using my code. So just the way you like your breakfast, usually.
Scrambled eggs.
All right, anything else for that?
Bacon.
Scrambled eggs and bacon. Something to drink there, buddy? Orange juice, all right. All right, wake up the monkey and show him $1. Shave my back and slap my sister. Wax lips, 2 lumpy tits riding sidecar. And scrambled eggs and bacon and orange juice.
Everybody has their time. Everybody has their time. I mean, not everybody. There are people out there who there's just nobody for them. Yep. People like to say things like, there's someone for everyone. Nope. Not at all true. And stop saying it because it's mean to people who never find anybody. There are millions of people out there who we've all unanimously decided they are light speed ugly and nobody kisses them on the lips even. Nobody touches their genitals their entire life. They just wash it and then they die. That's all that happens. Oh, and if you're feeling bad for them, you can go find one and fuck one tomorrow. You can just solve the problem right there. With all that kindness in your heart. Well, go fuck one. Nah, I didn't think so. That's the one way we're all mean. Nobody does that. Nobody fucks down. Nobody. People fuck up or across. Some women fuck down because a guy talked them into that it was up. Yeah, no, you should. I'm totally up. Yeah, man. Actually, the one guy I would blow, based on who he is Ewan McGregor. There is this one guy out there. I gotta say that I have no gay inclinations except for I met this fucking dude in person. I was working on some awards show and there he's standing right there and I was like, fuck! Like I was just blown away. Like, Jesus Christ, he's fucking beautiful. And he looked at me and he was like, hello. And I was like, I fucking shivered. Like I started shivering. Like, fuck! It's fucking gorgeous. And like a week later, I was like staring off into space somewhere and I realized, fuck, I was just daydreaming about Ewan McGregor. Like seriously, I'm not gay in any other way except for I want to fuck that guy right in the face. I totally want to fuck his face.
I want to fuck the shit out of his face. I want him to fuck me. I do. I want him to fuck me. I don't really have a shot with him, I think, because I just don't rate movie stars. I'm not really.
I thought I had COVID about 3 times. I'm one of those idiots. I was like, I think I have it. Can you feel? I'm bad with pain, too. Like the other day, I hit my elbow right on that spot where if I had a gun, I'd be dead now. You know, I can't do pain. That's why I could never be a cop. I couldn't walk around with a gun right here. There's 50 things a day where I'd be like, fuck that, that ain't worth it. That's my main problem, by the way, with the whole defund the police idea. What about people that want to commit suicide by cop? What about them? Anyway, we'll put a pin in that, but... We had a lot of protests in New York, and now we have protesters that just live here. They're not at a protest, they're just here. I saw a protester in Washington Square Park. She had green hair and dirty legs. And she's holding a little piece of cardboard, and it's with a Sharpie. It said, "Abolish billionaires." And she's standing there. And I thought, I don't think that's gonna do it. It doesn't feel like that's gonna result in Jeff Bezos going, what's happening to me? Sadly, it's gonna be okay for him. I thought it was good how young people got out there and they expressed themselves. They went out there to solve a lot of problems. Not all of the problems, but some of them. They went out there to stop discrimination. Not all discrimination, just some of it, which is a weird form of discrimination. But there are groups that are discriminated against who don't have any protesters or any people working for them. And we all discriminate against these people, like ugly people. Everybody discriminates against ugly people. They do, and it's awful. I mean, I'd rather be discriminated against for my race than for being ugly. Because you might not lose a job or a promotion, but nobody kisses you on the lips like your whole fucking life. Like, try that. This is what we say to ugly people. We don't like your face. We just don't like it. So no one's gonna fall in love with you, and it's unanimous. Sorry. And we just expect ugly people to be like, oh, no, I understand. I mean, sure. It's my head shape. It's no good for you, so I'll go without the things that matter in life. Also, overweight people. Overweight people deal with things that none of us deal with, because I'm not overweight. There's people who are discriminated against because of their weight. I read a story once about a woman who's 600 pounds, and she couldn't get medical care. Because everything she goes to the doctor, he just says it's because she's fat, everything. She's like, my knees hurt. He's like, yeah, my knees hurt just looking at you. What did you think was gonna happen? She's like, I have chest pains. He says, yeah, because your organs are over capacity, so they're hurting. She's like, I got shot in the head. He said, yeah, because you're fucking fat. Somebody shot you in the fucking head because you're fat. It's a terrible story. Here's the worst part of the story, and this is true. This is true. She needed an MRI because she had something serious. She's 600 pounds. She doesn't fit in the machine. You know what they did? They sent her to the zoo. I'm not kidding. They sent her to the fucking zoo. That's what we do for fat people who need an MRI. Hey, here's your prescription. Go to the zoo. Yeah, that's where you should go. You should go to the zoo. By the way, you know how many fat people we have in this country? About 600 trillion billion thousands of them. You know how many trans people there are? About 38. But if you're trans and you need a restroom and it's awkward, we'll change every restroom. But if you're fat and you need an MRI, you go to the zoo, you fat bitch. Just go to the zoo.
You go experience that today. What happens when she gets to the zoo? What actually fucking happens when she arrives at the zoo?
Hi. Are you here to see the monkeys? No, I'm here for an MRI. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, just stand in the straw over here. Yeah. You're after the walrus who has lymphoma.
By the way, why is there an MRI machine at the fucking zoo? Who was developing that instead of a fat human being MRI? Who's paying for this shit? You don't give an elephant a fucking magnetic resonance image test? What are you fucking high? That's obscene. If an elephant is sick, you just listen. You do this thing.
Misa thinks she gonna die today.
I'm saying this out of respect for elephants, by the way, because we're supposed to respect how they live. They don't fucking cure their diseases. This is not their culture. This is our weird. Let's fix it. Oh, he's sick. That's not how elephants live. An elephant in the Serengeti isn't like, I have a lump, I have to see my oncologist. When an elephant gets cancer, he falls over and he takes his fucking turn and becomes food. You don't put an elephant in a state-of-the-art... What if you find cancer? What, are you gonna give him chemotherapy? The skinny elephant with a pink baseball hat?
Each day is a gift.
I have two daughters. One is 10 and one is 13. They're both gay. I'm raising them gay. It's my choice. Most people raise their kids straight. I'm raising mine gay. We're starting out at gay. They can do whatever they want later on. But as long as they're in my house. I keep a strict gay household. I tell them every night, good night, honey, you're gay. Okay? You're gay. That's right. Brush your gay teeth, honey. Good night, gay, honey. You're gay. Daddy loves you as long as you're gay. I'm 45 now, so I'm either halfway through a healthy life or almost done with not so healthy life. I don't know which one. I won't know till it's over where this was. I don't know how long I'm gonna live. I don't know. Nobody knows, I guess. I think human life expectancy is pretty good. We get a good run, you know? Some people die early, you know? If I die now, people will be like, oh, that's too bad. If I die 5 years from now, they'll be like, well, all right. Like, it's not even, it's... Like, as soon as you're 50, you're a candidate. You know there's no candlelight vigils for 50-year-old guys that die. And you start pushing in the area. Yeah, you know, some people get to be like 80s, 90s. You know, there are people that get to like 114, and then they're in the news, and it's always some old guy. I met Napoleon. No, you didn't. You liar. You oldest liar in the world. But 45, you know, you're not old yet, but you start having moments where you kind of start getting what old is. Especially if you didn't take care of yourself, you know? I have moments where I'm like, wow, this seems early for this. Like, this is something that happens to me a lot. I'll be sitting watching TV or doing nothing, and all of a sudden I'll realize, I need to wipe my ass right now. I mean, nothing happened, but I really gotta wipe my ass right now. Right now. Gotta make trips to the bathroom just to wipe my ass. How did this happen already? I'm 45. Already my asshole's just like, ugh. My asshole's like the waistband on old pajama bottoms. Just kind of loose and ineffectual. My asshole's like a bag of leaves that nobody tied up. It's just sitting on the lawn, full and open. Puking leaves onto the grass with every wisp of wind. Some kid kicks it over on his way home from a tough day at middle school. Rats. It's a pretty accurate description of my asshole. Here's another thing about my age right now. If I'm, okay, say I'm sitting down. If I'm sitting anywhere, which I love sitting so much. I would take sitting and doing nothing to standing and fucking any day. This is way better than coming. This is way better. This is what, in my age, if I'm sitting down and somebody tells me I need to get up and go in another room, I need to be told all the information why first. You gotta explain all of that shit to me. What, why do I, what, no, why though? Your car's being towed right now. Well, that's what happens to me then. I accept that. Because getting up is a whole thing. It means first I have to decide, do I really want to be alive anymore? Like, let's start with that. And then I gotta start kind of rocking to get momentum. Like I'm trying to get an old Honda out of a snowbank. Shit.
The other night, my wife sent me to Walgreens to get toilet paper because we were out of toilet paper because I had thrown it all in the garbage so I could get out of the house. So I'm driving to Walgreens, it was nighttime, and I'm driving, and then I see a deer, and I fucking hate deer. I hate them, because they're everywhere up there. I used to live in the city, and I loved deer then, because I was this liberal in the city, and I'd see deer, and you drive with your friends out to the country, and you see a deer, and everybody's like, oh my God, turn off the car, don't scare the deer. It's just so beautiful, look at the beautiful deer. Look how he looks around, it's just so mysterious and beautiful. God gave us a gift, everybody, just enjoy it, just enjoy the gift of the beautiful deer. But now I live in deer are in my fucking yard every day, and they suck. They're just rats with hooves. They don't matter. They have ticks that give you Lyme disease, and they shit everywhere, and they make a noise. Did you know that? They go, oh, they're assholes. They're shit animals. I go out every morning and throw rocks at them, and I try really hard to hit them on the head with rocks. And they don't care. They're like, they don't care. I don't have a gun, but if I did, I would shoot a baby deer in the mouth and feel nothing. I wouldn't feel anything. I just go, oh look, he's dead. That's interesting. I guess that's what happens when you shoot him in the fucking mouth. I go out of my way to kill a deer. I would happily blow 20 guys in an alley with bleedy dicks so I could get AIDS and then fuck a deer and kill it with my AIDS. I would do that in a second. I mean it. I mean it. So I see this deer, and this is how dumb these deer. I hit him with the headlights, and he does that whole thing. And then he won't just go. He's like, can I go? Is it okay if I go? Like and I'm like, fucking go! You're gonna go. He's like, go. I'm like, just go! And then I try kind of getting away from him, and then I see him, and he looks at me, and he panics. I swear, and he ran and smashed his body into my fucking car. Like, just fucking destroyed my mirror, just shattered my mirror, broke his neck. I heard him break his own fucking neck. And then he just dragged his stupid deer head into the woods, and he died. And I'm glad he's dead. I was glad right away. I got out of my car, I did, and I yelled into the woods, I'm glad you're dead, you fucking idiot! I hope your dear wife finds you dead and dies of a broken heart. I hope your dear baby starved to death. You broke my mirror, you faggot, cunt, nigger deer. So I go to Walgreens. I just kept going.
When you have kids, you also have to belong to kid and parent culture. You have to know a lot of parents and a lot of other kids. You have to hang out with other kids. Sometimes they're not even kids you know. Like when I go to parks with my kids, I play with them. I play with my kids. Some people don't do that. They neglect they just take their kids to the parks so they don't have to talk to them, and those kids kind of glom onto our shit. Like I'll be sitting at the park playing a fun game with my kids, and then there's this woman over in a bench, and she's got her phone, she's just staring at her phone, and her kid's like, Mommy, talk. Just leave me alone, I'm trying to cheat on your father. Stop it. And then the kid comes up to us, can I be in your family? It's creepy. One time I was at a swimming pool with my kids, a public pool, and I had my daughter, my 6-year-old, on my arm like this. She was like clamped on, and she's kicking. It was so much fun. And then she got off, and another random child just clamped on her. It's like a rat. Get off of me. But I love you. I don't know you, kid. Stop it. I think the kid's dead. I don't know what happened. Some kids in my kids' class, I like some of those kids. Some of those kids are cool. They come over to my house, they play with I like them. Other kids I don't like, especially little boys. Little boys in my kids' class, I hate them. I hate little boys. I'm like the opposite of a pedophile. I just hate. There's one kid in my daughter's class who I hate so much. And it's really fucked up because I'm 44 and I hate a 6-year-old. I mean, I hate him with a grown-up, preoccupying hate. I've thought about him 3 times since I came out here. That's how much I really hate this kid. I'm gonna tell you about him, and I have to make up a name because he's a real child who lives in this city, so I have to make up a name in order to tell the story about him. His name is just Jazan the Puss. Let's just call him Jazan. Jazan the Puss. Fine. Okay. He's in my daughter's class. They're in 1st grade. And when we take our kids to class, there's a little procedure. You bring your kid to school, and they have their backpack and their jacket, and they go to their cubby, and they take it all off, and they put it in the cubby. Then they take their the homework folder and their lunchbox and put them in the bins. Those are their little responsibilities. You help them do it, so they'll blah, 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 blah. But Jazan the Puss, when he comes in, he doesn't do none of that shit. He just walks in and just sheds it all. He just... And his mom, his weak piece of shit mom, picks it all up. I hate his mother. Because you hate a weak parent when you're a parent. Because it's like, you're raising Hitler, motherfucker. Do your job. Get in there. If our parent group in our class were a platoon of soldiers, she'd be the one that we'd put soap bars and socks and we'd frag that bitch in her sleep. She would wash right the fuck out. She wouldn't make it. When Jazan the puss drops his shit, this bitch picks it up. She just goes, I'm Jazan the puss. He does like me, I'm just doing a thing. I'll get it though, and then I'll put it all in the bins for him. And she puts it all away for him, which frees him up to punch other kids in the face. Because he's a shitty, horrible, violent child. One time I was at school, and I was volunteering at recess. It's something that you do, you know, if you're a good parent, about once a month or whatever it is, you go to school, and you just stand there, you watch recess, you masturbate, whatever you want to do. That is now the worst thing. That's the worst thing now. Now that's the worst thing I ever said. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll find it. I mean, you could. It's a public school. Nobody would even give a shit. But I haven't thus far. Hasn't gotten that bad. Anyway, I'm watching Recess, and Recess is a trip. If you've never been to Recess, it's intense because it's like the universe. Like, you know, if you watch the ocean crash waves on the beach for a long time, you start feeling like you're understanding how everything works. That's what Recess is like, because every natural chaotic energy is represented at Recess. There's kids swirling around in these big roiling crazy things. There's one kid just spazzing out, just some singularity kid, just a binary system of two kids holding hands and they're running and just clotheslining every child at a certain height. They're keeping a uniform height to the playground. So I'm watching Recess, and I see Jazan the puss, and he's walking with this evil. This kid is like evil, stuck out of time. He's like, I always picture him in a gray fur coat with bones in it, and lots of rings from people that he killed, and just walking. And then I see my daughter, and she's standing there just by herself. And there's Jazan the puss, and I know he's going for her. It was like an action movie thriller thing. Dun, 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 dun. And I think to myself, I gotta go there and I gotta protect her. But then I thought, let him do a little something first. Let him do just a little something because I want this kid in my life. I want a reason. I want aerial photos of him doing some shit to my family that I can bring to the UN and get authority to waterboard this little motherfucker. I want to get him on a flight to Venezuela with an envelope on his head and duct tape and all that shit. So anyway, he goes for her, grabs her arm, starts twisting it. She goes, nah! I run over. I'm just knocking kids over. I run, grab him. And I look in his little face and I go, listen to me, Jazan the puss. If you ever in your life touch her again. And as I'm doing this, I realize this is not cool that I'm doing this. This is totally inappropriate. It's really wrong. It's way over the top. It's too grown up. I mean, it's like he's a drug dealer in my building that I finally fucking... This ends now, motherfucker. I will cut you. I don't care. And he just starts crying pitifully, and I just walked away from him. I just got away. And then all the teachers, everybody that gathers around, what's Jazan the puss? What's wrong with you? And he's like, and he couldn't articulate it because he's not getting educated. Fuck him. I was there going, yeah, you could have told on me, bitch, but you're too stupid now, which is your own fault. You future ditch-digging piece of shit. Oh, I'm gonna love watching you grow up into nothing, motherfucker. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna fuck your mom and not call her, too. I'm gonna ruin her summer. I'm gonna fuck your mom twice and then never call her. And I don't know your dad because he ran out on you, but I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna turn myself gay, and then I'm gonna fuck him too. I'm gonna suck his dick so good that he just has to change his whole life. And I'm gonna move into a place with him in the village for a couple of months, and totally he'll cut off ties to all his life and start wearing cutoffs that are really tight, and and then I'll go to some Christian turn you not gay place, and then I'll come back and go, what's wrong with you, faggot, and make him feel bad inside. Like, what has he done? Well, you gotta protect your kids. You gotta look after them. You gotta protect your kids. You gotta do it, man. A lot of people talk the talk, but, a lot of people say that shit. I would throw myself under a bus for my... Oh, yeah? Would you fuck another kid's dad and confuse him sexually and yourself sexually in the process? And use homophobia that you hate against another person just because some kid shoved your kid for a second? That's my baby girl. I gotta do it, son. I gotta suck that dick. That's my baby girl. I gotta do it for her. All right. I hate that child. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna do a couple impressions for you guys. All right. This first one, this is my impression of a superhero being propositioned by a hooker. All right, a superhero being propositioned by a hooker. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? No. All right, now this is a... This is a guy who doesn't know how to match his face to what he's saying. It's a guy who doesn't know how to match his face to what he's saying. You guys get out! The place is burning down! Here's a guy who doesn't know if he's from Alabama or Brooklyn. Doesn't know if he's from Alabama or Brooklyn. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, bud! Hey, buddy, how you fucking doing, huh? But anyway, I'm glad I'm here because of you, and I want to do a good show for you. That's my job. That's the simplest thing in the world to me, is that you should do your job. You should do it well. And not because of how well you get paid, but because that's your job. I never understand people when I go to a place to get a thing, and they do their job shitty out of spite for how shitty their job is. It makes no sense to me. Why wouldn't you want it? Why do you have to make my coffee sarcastically? I don't just give you a carrot and just hear your majesty, enjoy your coffee. Why? Why wouldn't you want it to go? Why? Because you're 20, you piece of shit. That's why. Because you're a 20-year-old piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I am prejudiced against everyone who's 20 years old that works at a place. Because they just think that if you just stand there and hate it, somebody will go, oh, well, then let's make you a director. That's how that works. Just if you, clearly you're better than this. 20-year-olds are the worst people because that is a person who has been taking and just sucking up and absorbing fucking education and love and products and just giving nothing back. They're ripe like a big fat ripe orange on a tree, and the tree's like, get the fuck over here. Jesus, this is crazy. What? Fuck you, I don't want to go. If you're 20, I guarantee you never did anything for anybody. Yes, you went to Guatemala on a school trip and they told you helped, but you didn't help at all. You were a way bigger pain in the ass than you were any help to those. They're like, I got a mudslide in my house and I got to babysit a fucking college student. Just take a picture of her with a shovel so she can put it on Facebook and leave us alone. I had such an amazing experience. Really? Did you take from them too, you motherfucker? 20-year-olds are not interesting people. They have nothing to say. Nothing has happened to you. My parents moved and I go to school. Who gives a shit? Unless you beat cancer as a child, you have nothing to say. I'm more interesting because I'm 43. That mathematically just makes me more interesting. Just because shit has happened to me. I've collected stories. When I was 35, a woman blew me, and 2 years later, she killed herself. She hung herself to death. That's an interesting story. That's worth listening to and pondering. Because it means it takes 2 years after blowing me for the shame to be too much that you gotta do yourself in. That's the gestation period. What if every woman that ever blew me died exactly 2 years later, and some detective picked up on it? And when he realizes why, he's like, well, I can't do anything. It's not illegal to have a disgusting penis. It's just a shame. Anyway. I don't like when a 20-year-old is working, because you never get attitude from the 65-year-old guy. You ever go to Best Buy and the guy selling you a DVD player is like 65? That guy is trying to get a Nobel Prize for selling DVD players. He's amazing. You never get the 65-year-old guy like, meh. Does it have Blu-ray? Well, let me read the box that you could have read. And no, he's like, well, let's find out. You need to know that. He's so excited to help you. And he has reasons to be bitter, this 65-year-old guy. He's 65, he works at Best Buy. He had to come out of retirement because his kid is gay and does crystal meth and he ruined his life. And it's partly his fault because he didn't accept his son being gay. That's why he's on drugs. The point is he's had a hard day and he's still showing up at fucking Best Buy wearing a bow tie. They don't make you wear those. That's how much he gives a shit. I don't know, man. Younger people, okay, fine. You know, I'll wait and see. Maybe you'll be interesting.
Anyway, you know, I got kids and sort of what I'm trying to say. It's hard having kids because it's boring. That really is the hardest part of having kids. Ask any parent, what's the hard part? Is it looking after their health care? Is it making sure that their education? No, it's just being with them on the floor while they be children. It's just, they read Clifford the Big Red Dog to you at a rate of 50 minutes a page, and you have to sit there and be horribly proud and bored at the same time. I hate Clifford the Big Red Dog. I hate him. There's 50 books about Clifford the Big Red Dog. 50 books. There's 7 books about Narnia that cover the birth and death of a nation and mice with swords and a lion who's a god. They did it in 7 books. 50 books about Clifford the Big Red Dog. And they all tell the exact same story. Look how big this dog is. That's it. That's it. Look how big this dog is. It's the whole book. Here's how big he was at the firehouse. Here's how big he was at Thanksgiving. Who gives a shit? You just drew him big. You just on purpose made him bigger than people. It should be, look how big I drew the dog in this book. Isn't that a mistake? There's no story. You maybe even just drew him closer to the page. I don't even know if you did it honestly. Tell a story about Clifford. Make something happen where maybe he steps on a policeman and shatters his spine and it's devastating to the community. He hangs on for 2 months and then dies. And there's a whole, funeral with bagpipes and everybody's crying. And Clifford gets the death penalty, and there's a whole book about his appeal process and how he found Jesus, but everybody said it was bullshit. And the cop's wife was like, I want that dog dead. And then he goes to the chair and they shave all his red fur off, and now he's Clifford, the big pig dog. And they put him on a big funny electric chair that the town got together and built.
One time I was walking down the street in New York, and this guy told me I was wearing a faggy shirt. What does that mean? Total stranger walks up to me, hey, nice faggy shirt, you faggot! 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 I remember this shirt, it was pink, and it had little pictures of guys blowing each other on it, like it's like a print. One time I saw a guy in a bicycle, and he was about to get hit with a car door. It was horrible, and he wasn't looking, and the lady opening the door wasn't looking. It was just for me, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, I wanted to yell something, but what do you yell? And I'm trying to, at time slows down, I'm trying to choose the thing to yell that will have all the information that he needs, because it was happening really fast. I had that much time to yell. What can I yell in that much time? It's, hey, you the guy in the bike! Oh, that's not. She's gonna open the door again! Shit! So I just yelled out, bad thing! Wasn't really specific enough. Oh, well. This is weird. One time I was at a party, and a friend of mine goes to me, hey, is that your guitar behind you? So I looked at the guitar, and I was like, no, that's not mine. The weird thing is I don't have a guitar. I've never had one. So why am I looking? I don't have to look. It really can't be mine. I should just be able to go, no, and I am not looking. I don't need to. You ever do this? When you tell somebody a story, and then a week later you tell them the same story again because you forgot? And by this time you've added a bunch of lies to it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. Hi.
I hate New York. I really do. I used to love New York, but I hate it now. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than New York City. Honestly, I would. I mean Auschwitz now. I mean today Auschwitz, not back when it was open. I mean now. It's nice now. There's a gift shop. People go there on purpose. They buy tickets. I think that's weird. That people buy tickets to Auschwitz. That's weird. If you could have told those people back then, people are going to buy tickets to come here. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Jew. That's, all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, never again, I promise. That's what we say about the Holocaust, never again. Because they killed 6 million Jews. If they only killed 10,000, would it be okay, 2 more times? And then taper off, because it's a little much. I'll tell you, I went to Auschwitz. Here's a true story. I actually did go to Auschwitz because I was doing shows in Poland. Because I had to go to Poland to do shows. So I was in Krakow.
I was in Krakow, so I went to the camp. And I went there because of a very personal reason, because I had family there. I had a lot of family there. 44 members of my family were in Auschwitz during World War II. I mean, they were guards, they worked there. But no. They were Jews and they died. It's okay, don't be offended. It's true, we lost the whole family there. Everybody, because we were Hungarian Jews. My grandfather, on my father's side, he's the only one who made it. The rest of them, all 44 of them went to Auschwitz, which I think they really regretted. But that's what happened, because the Hungarians sent all their Jews to, they weren't even occupied Hungary. They're just like, yeah, take our Jews. And they sent my whole family there, and they all died in Auschwitz, except for him. My grandfather's the only one who made it, because he got the fuck out of there before it started. In the late 20s, he fucking smelled that shit, and he got the fuck out. And he went to Mexico. He migrated to Mexico. And we found his immigration card. My uncle and I did the family history, and we found it. It says nationality, Hungarian, and it says religion, Catholic. And there's a picture of him like... He's like, fuck it, they don't know what a Jew looks like in Mexico, that's where I'm going. And that's why I'm alive, because he made that choice. It's also why I'm not Jewish. He was like, Jew schmoo, we're not fucking Jewish. Somos católicas. That was my abuelito. Became a fucking Mexican fast. That's what happened, that's how he made it. He's a fascinating guy, my grandfather. His name was Geza, that was his name. And he had a brother named Geza. It's weird, but I looked it up, and here's what happened. His parents had a baby, and they named it Geza, and it died. The baby died. So they had another one, and they just said, fuck it, Geza, let's just do it again. Because that's what it was like. The babies died. It was no big deal back then. It was just like, yeah, that was a shitty baby. Let's do another one. Why'd your baby die? Because it sucked. Why does any baby die? At least we found out quick. Fuck it, this one's good. That's what it was like forever until recently. The human race was all the good babies, and the shitty ones, that's just the way it worked. It's not like that now. Now we save every baby. The shittier the baby, the bigger the effort. Because we love it. We love saving the shitty babies. There's always a documentary. Look at this baby. He's a fucking mess. Do you see that shit? We're gonna save it. Make it live. And the baby's like, please don't. But we don't like when babies die. We get more upset when a baby dies. Why? Who knows this baby? Did you hear about Jeff? No, he was here for one day. Nobody met him. And then if you die when you're old, nobody gives a shit. They're like, he was here long enough. Fuck him. You ever tell somebody, like, your grandmother died? My grandmother died. You're like, I'm so sorry. How old was she? She was 98. Oh. So why'd you even tell me? I don't care. I'm all sweaty. I don't feel good. I ate too much and masturbated too recently. You know, that kind of... You know, it's bad to, like, jerk off and run out the door, because you run into somebody, oh, she knows, like, you gotta take some time alone to get to process the shame. And I can't stop eating. Today, I weighed myself today. I don't know why. I'm not using the information. It's not guiding my behavior. Why am I bothering to find out exactly how much of a piece of shit I am? I weighed myself, and I usually hover around 230, 240 today, 240. I weigh 240 pounds, which is not, no, it's not okay. Because there's no way, like, you know when you go to a doctor, they give you like a formula for how much your weight, like a rule of thumb. I'm pretty sure it's not your age plus 200 pounds. That doesn't seem like... Like, I was watching a boxing match today, and both guys, they weighed 110 pounds each. So, both of those guys still need a fat baby and a dead dog to make me. And it's really bad, because I'm 40, and my doctor's like, yeah, you gotta be less people. You can't be so much. And he just told me, this is bad. And he starts asking me about my eating habits, you know? Like there's habits, like there's a pattern. It's just chaos and awfulness. It's just desperate constant. He's like, how many meals and how many bowel movements a day? I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just a blur. I'm just shitting and eating all day. I pack my body to capacity and then blow it out my asshole. That's it. Every shit is an emergency. Does that give you some idea of my eating habits? And he's trying to get a handle on my. He's like, dude, okay, look. Well, how soon into a meal do you typically feel full and stop eating? I'm like, I don't stop eating when I'm full. The meal is not over when I'm full. The meal is over when I hate myself. That's when I stop. I guess normal people eat till they're like, oh, that's all the nutrition I require right there. I just reached it. I will cease the intake now and convert this into useful energy throughout the day. No. Every time I eat, it ends with me, why the fuck did I eat that? Dude, get it away. I don't want to look at that shit. That's all. It's all right here, too. It's like, I got syrup in my veins, like for blood. I got syrup. It's gonna be bad later.
So I was watching Schindler's List today. You wanted me back, man. This is what I got. I was watching Schindler's List. It's funny because Schindler's List, when it came out, was this moment, you know? It was a document and everybody talked about it. Now it's just on. It's just on TBS. And you can just flip on by, the Jews and all that, okay. And then you flip this way and you see Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron switch bodies. And that way is Hitler and the Jews and all that. It's just... I was watching Schindler's List, and there was a scene that really, I forgot about this scene, and there I saw it. There's a scene where all the Jews are being let out of Warsaw. They're being forced out of Warsaw. They got all their belongings on this road, and all the people that aren't Jews are watching them leave in nice clothing. It's this horrible. And there's a little girl in this scene, and she's standing on a mailbox. She's about 8 years old, and she's in a pretty dress. You remember this scene? And she's watching them. She's going, "Goodbye, Jews! Goodbye, Jews!" And this really struck me, and probably the Jews too, that it happened to, because I think it must be real. There must have been that girl, and when they researched the movie, somebody told Spielberg that story, and he was like, "We're fucking doing that." That's amazing. And because I know how movies are made, I know that they had to go and find an 8-year-old girl who could nail that shit. So somewhere there's a tape of like 50 little girls trying to get the "goodbye Jews" part. And they're all cute, of course. They're all little girl actors. There's no little girl actresses that are like Sean Penn. I just do my thing, you know. They're going from the Hannah Montana audition to the "Goodbye Jews" thing, taking their turn. "Hi, my name's Dorothy. I'm with William Morris." All right, Dorothy, go ahead. "Goodbye, Jews." "Goodbye, Jews." Dorothy, you're angry at them. "Oh, I'm okay." "Goodbye, Jews." "Goodbye, Jews." Okay, thank you, Dorothy. Next. "Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews." Okay, thank you very much. Next. And then comes the girl whose mother prepared her for the, "Hi, my name is Angeline. and I'm with CAA, and I'm really happy to meet you. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Angeline, we just need the line. Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jews! Goodbye, Jews! Hey, this is interesting. The other day, a guy told me to suck a bag of dicks. That was interesting. I never heard that before. Total stranger told me to suck a bag of dicks. A whole bag of them. He was angry. He didn't just, suck a bag of dicks like a greeting. Oh, suck a bag of dicks to you too, sir. Thank you very much. Yes. It's a lovely day for sucking several bags of dicks. No, what happened was I cut him off in traffic. It was just one of those things where I had to get in and no one was in my car to judge me and I just fucking, I just decided he's not me, so I don't care what happens to him and I just cut him off. It's just a shitty thing to do. And it was bad because he was coming fast because he didn't imagine in a million years someone could be that big of an asshole. And so when I did it, he had to slam on his brakes and his dog went poof in the windshield. It was really very bad. Very bad. And the worst part is when you cut people off, they don't vanish. They're behind you now. So I'm looking back and he's like, fucking ass! He's so mad! And he keeps trying to get next to me because he just wants to see my fucking face. He's just dying. He's like, I gotta see this cocksucker now. I gotta see the fucking face of the piece of shit that just did that to me. And I keep cutting him off because I don't want him to see. I'm ashamed of what I did. Nope, you don't. Finally, we get to a red light, and I gotta face him. Only because there's a car in front of me, otherwise I would have fucking blown right through there. But there he is, just fucking furious. And I'm like, I know, it was awful. I shouldn't have done it. I'm not mad. I was wrong. Why would I be mad? And he's like, fuck you! And then he starts going like this because he wants me to roll my window down. Like, I'm supposed to take part in my own abuse during this argument. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to miss this. What do you have to say about me, yes? How rude of me to shut out your anger with my... So I did. I rolled it down. I'm interested. And he goes, hey, asshole! And I'm like, yeah? He says, suck a bag of dicks! And then he drove away. And I was kind of sad that he drove away because I had a lot of questions. That concept of sucking a bag of dicks, it's just weird. Like, first of all, when you picture a bag of dicks, what do you see when you picture a bag of dicks? Is it like a plastic bag and they're all mushed in together like chicken parts and with a date written on it with Sharpie, keep it in the freezer? Or is it like a paper bag and they're sticking out like baguettes, kind of like you went shopping? Bringing home a bag of dicks for the kids? Here you go, Susie, take a blue one. Like a little... I don't know, they were hanging in a window somewhere. Give me two of those. And how do you suck a bag of dicks? What does he want me to do? Does he want me to take a bag of dicks and suck it? Like suck the side of the bag? Or does he want me to open the bag and suck each dick individually and throw the used ones in a bowl like edamame shells? Like that? Do I have to make them all come? Like how? I don't know. I never even sucked one dick, so it's not an area that I understand. I've never sucked a dick. Isn't that weird? I've never sucked a dick my whole life. That's weird to me. It is. It's weird. Because almost everybody has sucked a dick. When you think about it, most people on Earth suck dicks. It's true. Because 51% of the population are women, and they suck dicks. Then there's all the gay guys that suck dicks. Then there's all the straight guys who have been forced to suck a dick under various circumstances. So there's only like 1,000 of us out there who never blew anyone. Just a bunch of selfish assholes that are fucking getting blown and not blown back, It's like that's what people do. We all fucking suck dicks, and I haven't done it. And I don't have like a big reason not to either. I don't have a policy against sucking a dick. It's not something I'm against doing. I just have never seen a dick I wanted to suck. That's really what it comes down to. I've never seen a penis that inspired me to suck it. Every dick I've ever seen has bummed me out. I hate them. I hate them. They ruin my day when I see them, but that's just so far. I mean, what the fuck do I know? There might be this guy right here might have a beautiful dick. This guy, if I saw his dick, I might go, oh, fuck, that shit's going in my mouth right now. And I just fucking, and I'd have to blow him. Fucking hold him down and blow him. That's the kind of, I would like rape blow people. That's what I would like, hold a guy down and blow him to spite him. That's the kind of shit I would do. Just to, you know. I'm just saying I'm not prejudiced. I haven't seen that many. There's billions, literally billions of dicks in the world, and I've seen like 40 at the most, so how the fuck would I know? What, is that too many? Yeah, that's too many, right? 40, Jesus Christ. I'm only 39, that's a dick a year plus another one. Why am I saying 40? That's a lot. That's like 2 bags of dicks right there, at least 40 dicks. All right. I never understood people judging people for the way they have sex. So some people get angry at homosexuals just for being gay. They get mad at them. Arrgh. I never really understood that, you know, because they're just having sex with each other. It's like I can understand if gay people were just running out in the streets, just fucking people in the ass willy-nilly, just like a pestilence, like without asking, you know. Like you're at the ATM. Hey, what the fuck? Jesus. God damn it. Some faggot just fucked me right in the ass. Seriously. Fucking right through my pants. He fucking ruined my new pants. It's fucking bullshit. Another one. God damn it. I gotta get the fuck home. This is ridiculous. But they generally don't do that, so I don't know what the fucking problem is. People get mad. They don't want them to don't get married. Well, you don't have to go to the wedding. What the fuck? You don't have to buy him anything? It doesn't matter. So, some people go like, well, then a guy will marry his dog. Good. Fucking, I hope he blows his dog. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any effect on your life. What the fuck do you care? Or people that try to talk like it's a social issue. Like when you see someone stand up in a talk show and say like, how am I supposed to explain to my child that 2 men are getting married? I don't know. It's your shitty kid. You fucking tell him. Why is that anyone else's problem? 2 guys are in love, but they can't get married because you don't want to talk to your ugly child for fucking 5 minutes? Who fucking cares about your shitty kid? He's probably a faggot anyway. How stupid is that? All right. Stupid. I don't know. The only thing that bums me out though is that you're not supposed to laugh at gay people when they're funny, because sometimes they just are. They're funny. Like I lived in New York for a lot of my life, and in my neighborhood everybody was gay. And it you know, some guys are just a guy walking down the street, but some gay guys are a guy in little shorts and a half shirt and, you know, combat boots spray painted green and a whistle, and he's standing on the corner going, "Hello, it's fucking hot outside." That's not a stereotype. Those guys fucking exist by the thousands. And when I see them, I laugh really loud. I just do. And people are like, don't laugh at him because he's gay. No, I'm not. I'm laughing because he's fucking weird and silly. He's hilarious. How am I supposed to react? Hello? Oh, hello. Hello, yes. Seriousness is, yes. It's stupid. But now my kids, I take them everywhere. I'm responsible for every second of their lives. I'm with them all the time, watching them do their thing. I take them to soccer. Yeah, you're playing soccer. You're playing soccer right now. I know you're playing. Are you done? Okay, let's go over here. Was that fulfilling? Was it strengthening and confidence? Like you have to do everything with them. And I have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, and when it's just the 3 of us, it can be challenging because they're very disparate skill levels. The 8-year-old is blossoming. She can do all kinds of stuff. The 5-year-old is not good at anything. I mean, she's 5. She's appropriately shitty at everything for a 5-year-old. But what that means is that when we go out together, we have to choose shit that she can do. We're all brought down to her level. We're like 3 5-year-olds of different sizes, just doing boring 5-year-old shit. It's limiting. Hey, let's go for a bike ride. I'm never very confident in my bicycle. Oh, fine. Let's just sit here and look at each other then. Is that? Jesus. We went swimming once, the three of us, and it was torture because the 8-year-old is amazing. She's swimming and she's in the deep end. And she's swimming alone. She's lonely. She's, Daddy, please swim with me. I'm like, I can't because this one won't. We're in the shallow end. And she won't let go of me. She's like, I'm gonna drown. Just, it's to your tits. Just please fucking stand there. It's nothing. It's too deep. What, really? What, like, I would just go, haha, you're dying now. That's funny to me. Like, really? If I wanted to kill you, I'd wait till you're sleeping and do this for 4 minutes. That's all it would take. You should thank me every morning you wake up alive. That's how easy it is to kill you. So why would I take you to a fucking swimming pool in the afternoon to murder you? It's just hard because that one kid, she's nothing. Please, I wish I could. I wish I could say, you know what? Can you get out of the pool so I can go be with my friend who I have shit in common with? Do you have to ruin every day of our fucking lives? No, that kid was a bad idea. I'm serious. And I love her. I love her. But I wish she was never born. That's just, this is, any honest parent will tell you that they live with that ambivalence. And it's torture. You look at your beautiful child's face and you have two feelings at the exact same time. I love my daughter in a profound way. I cry at the drop of a hat when I think about her. This kid has made me love her so much that it's made me more able to love other people. I can love people that are dead that I didn't love properly. Her love for me makes my love transcend time and travel through space. This kid is amazing. You cut a tomato on a plate and she smiles like you just fucking adopted her from Zimbabwe or something. She's an amazing creature of pure beauty and love, and I regret every single thing that led to her birth. That's how you feel. Because it's fucking hard. If you're really putting the time in as a parent, there's no parent that's really raising their kids who hasn't given the finger to the back of their head at least 3 times by the time they're young. That means you're really doing the work. If you haven't done that, you have nannies and shit. You're not a dad or a mom. Good night, sweetie, okay? Light of my life, light of my life, light of my life. My life. I think that, I think one of the advantages to having kids is that they just cheer you on. Like, I have eaten shitty my whole life, and my kids just think it's hilarious. They don't care. They're like, Daddy ate 40 cookies! They just think it's the funniest fucking thing.
But I'm really glad you're here. This is a sizable crowd. This is a big place. There's about 2,500 people here. And that's a lot of people. That's enough people to be like a sample of the population. 2,500 people is enough people that you're all going to experience a lot. There's enough people here to say that within 2 months, at least one of you will die. I'm just saying, I think it's probably accurate to say that out of any random group of 2,500 people, not all of you are going to make it to Christmas. Unfortunately, there's going to be at least one of you here tonight is going to ruin your family's Christmas by dying a shitty death. And I don't know who it is, I'm sorry. I don't know, your death is whatever. Some people, they want you to do things when they die with their, like, I want you to take my ashes and sprinkle. Fuck you, I'm not doing none of that shit. You're dead. I'm not gonna run errands for you after you're dead. You don't matter anymore. Some people try to do something, noble with their bodies. They try to have their bodies have some use after they're dead, which I think is a good thought. You're only borrowing your body. You're only borrowing everything. If your body's worth anything when you're done with it, you should pass it on. That's something I really believe. I mean, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to. Ew, it's mine. I have a lot of beliefs, and I live by none of them. That's just the way I am. They're just my beliefs. I just like believing them. I like that part. They're my little believies. They make me feel good about who I am. But if they get in the way of a thing I want, or I want to jack off or something, I fucking do that. But some people take their body. My grandmother, she, just for the layman, my grandmother, she gave her body to a medical school. So for it to just be examined and dissected, which is a good thought for that, but they're her survivors, or her family. That was a person. That was my grandmother. She used to wear glasses and say things. And now she's just shaved head on a metal table with a hungover medical student trying to dig out her pancreas, and he gets an F. Imagine being the body where the kid got an F on you. The teacher's like, "No, you idiot." And he writes F on her tit with a Sharpie and just throws her down a chute on a pile of F body. So, I don't care about her. Shut up, idiot. Just shut your fucking mouth. Did you hear me before? Okay, so what am I gonna do with my body? I'm gonna die, and I gotta tell people what to do with my remains. And I have an idea for something to do with my body, or for other people to do with it, that will do good in the world. And it doesn't exist yet as like an institution, but I'm gonna create it, starting with my body. And what it is, it's a place where you can go and be with a dead body, and you just do whatever you want. And the point of this is that there are people out there who have sexual compulsions and they can't control them. And so they go and they bother alive people. And this, you get it out of your system. This is the deal. You go in the room, there's nobody else with you, you got 90 minutes, you just do whatever you want. Whatever it is. Shit in my mouth, you want to stick my toe in your pussy, piss on my face, whatever is the thing you got to do. Jack off with the cartilage of my ear, whatever is your heart's desire. I want to be the Willy Wonka for perverts. You can come on my back and pretend that I'm your father. I am dead, I don't mind.
So I called a friend of mine the other day. You ever make a phone call and you get the wrong number, and the person that answers can't believe that you would ever get a wrong number? You ever get someone who doesn't take it in stride? I got this lady once, I was like, "Hi, is Tony there?" She's like, "Who?" "Tony." "I don't know it, Tony." "How did you get this number? What do you want from me?" I guess it was the first time her phone rang in like 20 years or something. She hung up, so I just kept pressing redial. "Put Tony on or I'll fucking kill you. Put him on!" I used to like when my phone rang. Now it's always some idiot calling me. AT&T calls me every day. "Hi, it's AT&T. You're calling. If you want to switch to AT&T, it's good service because you call your friend on the phone. And they can be in another part of the area. And you call them, and you don't have to yell or anything. You're just right there. So what do you think? Would you like to switch? It only costs some money. Would you like to switch for the AT&T? And I'm like, "No, I already have AT&T. I have it already. Why are you calling me?" "Well, still, you want some more? Because it's good. Get some more AT&T. It's better than other ones." "I know, I have it! Stop fucking calling me!"